Good evening. This is Adam Nicholas. I just want to talk of the world of Men of War. Well, from this poorly drawn map you see. I'm sorry for the voice. This microphone, I'm not sure is going to work as well as some of the other people do Men of War. But at least I just want to explain what my series was is going to be going forward. So in this map, there's the factions that we're going to be having in the series. The Green Republic, the Blue Kingdoms, the Green Empire, the Purple Legions, the Red, the Red Union, the Tan Alliance, and then we have the Orange. I'm trying to think of a name for them right at this point, but I'll say it when I get there. But the main group we're going to be focusing on for season one would be the Yellows. As you see here, the see in my first battles that I'm going to do this week, but unfortunately I may not have the microphone with me, so please bear with me until I get a full microphone during this Christmas season. But the first battles are going to be between usually the Yellows versus the Orange. But as you see, this is going to be a Civil War type story for the beginning of the series, since the orange and yellows used to be together. For you see, many years ago, like 1,000 years ago, they used to have been colonies from the Tans, but they broke Tans. But particularly the orange parts of this broke away from the Tans and have created a new nation. There used to be all of this. However, in the past couple of years, they a new group of people named the Yellows have begun to demand their own nation and chafed at the Orange's taxes and lack of representation in the government and as such. So in the beginning of the season, my first battle between the two forces, they're gonna be of a revolt between them. And the reason why you keep seeing militia units for the Yellows is because they're a new nation. So they wouldn't be able to have the heavier weapons until a bit later in the series, like machine gunners, bazooka men, and later tanks. So I want to explain all this right now. So in the beginning, there's going to be a civil war between the orange and yellows, and of course the other nations will get involved, but not yet. You see, I believe that it would be beneficial if this is more like a Spanish Civil War type scenario where the other nations don't want to have a big war yet since they've been in peace for so long, but they know it's coming, so they want to send support to whatever side there is fighting. So for the yellows, they'll get support from the Tans since they actually kept up good relations with the Tans. So that's why they get a lot of tan weapons and so on. But how Tans weapons, the Greens will also support the Tans, but in secret because they have a but in secret because they don't want the anger of the Reds, which are supported with the Oranges. So the Reds are supporting the Oranges with tanks and similar equipment, and even with soldiers. So we'll see those guys, and heck, we may even see early battles with the orange, green volunteers against red volunteers. I'm gonna hold back on the blues and grays for right now. They'll be very important later. But the purples will be an interesting case. As you saw in my earlier video about the yellows for the purples and Yell Lake, you see this island here actually is disputed. So basically this island used to be a purple or at least was disputed until the revolt came and the yellows simply just took it over because it actually is rich in plastonium, which is very important for many nations that get them going. As you would know, the purples don't like this. Oh, and for FYI, the purple island is way bigger than this, but my drawings. So basically, now that the yellows are going to war with the oranges, they see this as their best opportunity to take it back. And so they may not invade the mainland, but they may take these too. So there's going to be many battles between the yellows and purples, and seeing if the yellows with enough support from the greens and tans could be able to enough to knock out to push back the purples. So that's the thing about season one. I wanted to be a civil war with the mixes of the other nations, but mainly about the oranges and tans. Now it's going to be a bit tricky since I'm not sure. Since several times when I'm using the mod, the orange, if I use too many oranges, it might shut down the game. But I think I'm able to figure it out, so it won't be too much of an issue since it's going to be usually guerrilla battles and stuff. Though there will be big battles, but I may supplant some of the oranges with like red units or purple units since those three will be supporting them. And we would see some greens have some volunteers here as well as some tan volunteers for here. So I just hope that it will be up to your expectations. Ouch. Again, I'm going to try to get a microphone for the series because we really need one. But I'm having to be borrowing this one from a friend, just for you guys. But I will try to get one by Christmas. All right, guys. But I'll try to make two videos, just two on the early battles, like between the oranges and yellows, and possibly another one if you guys decide any otherwise. So thank you. Shout out to the Mighty Mapper 123 and the Great Lemons Great Battle Army Men series and their awesome Army Men series. They both need subscribers and stuff. So see you guys then.